Hey guys, what's up? Deadpoolzilla here, here to do my Q&A, so let's get started, Anyway, I'm going to start with my good friend on here, Victor, aka Ziploc Bloody. How you doing, man? He's got two questions for me. First one is, what are my thoughts on T'Challa becoming the new Man Without Fear? Okay. Well, I'm glad I called it right. In my original video, who would be the next Man Without Fear, so that's really good. I'm really interested of what they're going to do with the character now, because what they've said is he's no longer the King of Wakanda, Storm's back with the X-Men, he's basically got nothing. So, and I'm kind of interested what's with the new costume. I mean, he's got like a SWAT team body armor on him. So, that'd be interesting, and I'm also hoping that they don't make it like he's just a bodyguard. Not a bodyguard, a janitor for the after the events of Shadowland. Like he's just cleaning up everything Matt destroyed. That's my thing. So I probably might pick it up, but who knows? I'm hoping it'll be a good writer, because it's already got an interesting concept behind it. All right, and Zip's next question is, what are my thoughts on Chaos War? For those who don't know, it's an upcoming event in, Thor, I guess, and some other comics. Yes, it's another event. I know. Freaking Quesada. My thing with it is that I don't know what to think. I mean, we got this stupid-sounding Silver Age character called the Chaos King, and the gods are apparently fighting. The only thing I'm looking forward to in this event at this point is just the return of Ares. Just the return of, Ares and all that. What else? Actually, no, that's really all I had to say for that. But anyway, thank you, Zip, for the questions. Next up, we're going to move on to my next friend, the Mount Vernon kid, Chris. And he asked me about 5 questions. Yeah, 5 questions. His first question is, was I a fan of Hercules and Xena? Kind of, but not like a huge fan. I only watched it when I had nothing else better to watch, and it would just come on eventually. Those kind of times. Yeah, but I watched it. I thought it was pretty interesting. I still want to get the 2 Army of Darkness versus Xena crossovers that are out. But yeah, fan, but not a big fan. Second question. He asked this question to another friend of his on his personal questions to another friend, Freak Shizzle. And the question is, what do you think Frank Castle would have become the Punisher if his family was, instead of not killed, but only badly injured? Probably not. But he would probably grab all of his guns and take revenge on the mobsters that killed him, and then probably move away to another country or something, just to keep his family safe. So probably not, but he would kill those people who tried to hurt his family. Let's see. Third question is, what's your favorite type of video games? My favorite types are survival and fighting games. So yeah, those are the only 2. I love survival games like Left 4 Dead and some Resident Evil. Some strategy games I like too, like Warcraft and just not World of Warcraft, just Warcraft, StarCraft, Command and Conquer, and of course fighting games like Tekken, Soul Calibur. You know those. 4. He says it's an easy question for me. Am I enjoying the lineup for Marvel vs. Capcom 3? Yes, and I'm really excited for the 4 new reveals they've had. In case you didn't watch Chris's channel, the 4 new characters are Tron Bonne from the Mega Man games, X-23 on the Marvel side. Yes, X-23 is going to be in the game. Epic, I know. Next is, and here's something else epic on the Capcom side, Wesker. Yes, Wesker will be in the game, and he will be wearing his Resident Evil 5 costume. You know, the black jacket and the shades, all that. And also, for Marvel, Spider-Man has been released. Spider-Man will be a playable character in this game. So, and now people can stop whining like, where's Spider-Man? No, I want Spider-Man in the game. I knew Spider-Man was going to be in this game the moment they released it. They said they were going to talk about it. So what if he wasn't like the original ones? You knew he was going to be in here. It's a Marvel game. It wouldn't be a Marvel game without Spider-Man. But yeah, I'm hoping, actually since they've revealed Wesker, I'm hoping that they'll have Sinister on the Marvel side, and more female characters like Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, who else what other female character now? Oh yeah, Lady Deathstrike. No, not Shiva. Shiva's DC. Never mind, I'm sorry. But right now, more female characters and, of course, Sinister on the Marvel side right now. She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, and Storm. Yeah, Storm would be good. I can't believe I said Shiva. And Deathstrike, of course. But anyway, your fifth question is Captain Marvel versus Quasar. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's a really good fight, man. I don't know. That's tough, man. Because I don't know if are you talking about like the Captain Marvel from the Marvel universe or Captain Marvel from the DC universe? I think, Chris, you're talking about the DC universe, Captain Marvel, but I'm not sure. But yeah, if it was a fight between those two, it'd be hard. That's really a hard question, so no comment. But anyway, Chris, thank you for the questions, and hope you have more in the future. Anyway, next up we're going to two questions from, I hope I'm saying your name right if you're watching, FB Barajas. Okay, FB his two questions are Captain Kirk versus Captain Picard, both of them in their prime with no phaser guns. I'd still say Kirk. Kirk in his prime was a badass. And Picard, no disrespect to Picard. I like Picard as much as I do Kirk, but he was no fighter, even in his younger days. So, yeah, definitely Captain Kirk. And your second question is, who would win Cthulhu versus the Kraken? I'm going to have to go with Cthulhu on this because a monster that can drive people insane is just pure win right there. That's my thing with that. But anyway, thank you for the questions, Barajas. Hope you have more in the future. Now we're going to move on to Spider-Man Noir Fan. Okay, and he has one question. What do you think of Red Hood? I like Red Hood, Jason Todd. I think he's a really cool character. I'm really glad that they finally gave him an animated appearance in Under the Red Hood. He's a total, badass throughout the comics. I really don't like the costume Grant Morrison gave him. I'm still going to bring that up. I really hate it. It looks like a really retro Mysterio costume, if you ask me. But yeah, Red Hood. Jason Todd. Yeah, that's freaking... He's great. Next up is I Am Perry Lloyd. Alright, I just really hope I said your name there right, bro, because I know who you are, but I just can't pronounce your name, because it's all like Liam Perry Lloyd. Okay, sorry, never mind, I think I got it. Okay, and he's got one question for me. What did I think of the Blade series? I guess you're talking about the TV series, and to be honest, I wasn't really that big of a fan of that series because it was like, it started out good, but then it like lost its steam after like episode 4, and it was like, oh, this is freaking terrible. I really wish there was like more to that series because Blade has so much potential to him. But I'm hoping the Blade anime will be good. And it's going to show up on G4 along with the X-Men, Iron Man, and Wolverine animes as well. So, just going to cross my fingers on that. And that's all I had to say about that. But thank you again, Perry Lloyd. Hope you have more questions for me in the future. Next up is Richard the D, and he's got about 2. 4 questions. Okay. Yeah, 4 questions. Okay. Richard is, how well do you think Deadpool and the Flash would get along? That's his first question. Oh, they would not get along at all. Deadpool kills people, and even if it's Wally West, those two would not get along. Flash would just end up taking him to jail, or Flash would end up shooting him in the legs, because that is not a good friendship right there, if you ask me. Next question is, who is your favorite? Joker, Siegfried, or Nightmare? Out of those 3, definitely Nightmare. I know Joker's like, I said that Joker is tied with Sinestro to be my #1 DC villain, but out of those 3, Nightmare, freaking awesome character, man, in Soul Calibur. So yeah, there you go. And his 4th question is, what upcoming game are you most excited for? Where do I start, dude? Let's see. Of course, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Tekken vs. Street Fighter, Batman Arkham City, so many games coming out next year that I really want. But those are like the main 3 I'm like the most excited for at this moment. So, thank you for the questions, D. And now we're going to move on to Stings, who... Ooh, hang on. He's got about 10 questions. Yeah, I think it's 10 questions, I hope. There could be more. But right now let's go. Let's start off let's start this off. Okay. Okay, Sting's first question is, what if the Plutonian from Mark Waid's comic book series, Irredeemable from Boom Studios, met Supreme, excuse me, from Image? What do you think would occur? Oh, those two would freaking fight it out, man. There'd be no love lost there. They'd freaking kill each other, man. His second question is, who do you think is stronger, Danny Phantom or Invincible? You're making my brain hurt, Stings. Why are you doing that to me? Why? I'm just kidding, man. But truthfully, that is tough because they're both pretty tough characters. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to call that a draw. No comment, man. Number 3. Do you think Danny Phantom and Invincible would make an awesome hardcore team? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, those two would get along really well, except I think Danny would have a problem with, Invincible's methods. Sometimes he really beats up the characters really bad, and it would be very bloody, just some very bloody. I think Danny and him would have some arguments, but I think they'd get along pretty well. Your next question, your 4th question is, what would happen if Vegeta had met Lex Luthor, currently in Action Comics, in which he's empowered with the Orange Power Ring? They'd kill each other. Vegeta would probably kill him, even with the Orange Lantern ring. I'm sorry, but even with the ring, he probably wouldn't be that powerful to fight Vegeta. And I'm not trying to sound like a Dragon Ball Z nutty hugger, but even with the power suit and the Orange Lantern ring, it'd be a fight. But I think Vegeta would actually break through the. And I'm not trying to sound like a Dragon Ball Z nutty hugger, because I am in no way a Dragon Ball Z nutty hugger. I like the show, but I'm not like, ooh, Goku's the great, or Vegeta is the greatest thing ever. Ooh, I'm not like that. So I'm gonna give my but that's my truthful opinion, and that's just my opinion. So you guys can take that. But anyway, I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to answer more of Sting's questions and more of the rest of you guys' questions in the next few parts. So, stay tuned.